Hello, DDO fans. Just gonna be hanging out on Romania, going through the Epic Destinies for update 51. This is the second preview. Just figured I'd hop on here and kind of go through some of the stuff, because some people might want to get it a little earlier. This is the content creator preview. It'll be open for everyone tomorrow. So not a whole lot of time to wait for that. But I thought I'd kind of go through some of the trees and look at what's new and kind of give some first takes thoughts on it. And we'll be talking about this over the next couple weeks, and we should be having a show this weekend as well to talk about some of the stuff. Well, but I'm gonna go kind of through stuff in a little bit finer of detail and go kind of line by line, just kind of look at stuff. All right, let's see. Grandmaster of Flowers. The inner focus. Let's see, is it going to be the same? Oh, hey, this one has different names. Inner focus, disciple of material, and disciple of morality. That's fun. Inner focus. You gain proficiency with hand reps, expected. You also gain plus 10 maximum key per epic level if you had at least one level of monk or are in the Grandmaster of Flowers Destiny mantle. Each core ability, including this one, gets 10 melee power, 8 range power, and 15 hit points. Okay. Select a material type. Oh, that's kind of fun. So you can get adamantine, bishek, cold iron, crystal. Probably not super useful, but sure. Silver, and they all give you plus 5 PRR, 10 if you have the discipline feat. I think if monks get discipline for free in one of their enhancement trees. Disciple of morality, so you again, so 5 MRR or 10 if you have discipline. So chaotic, evil, good. This will be law. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's see. Strike with poise. Plus 6 stunning DCs, like more DCs. Plus Disciples Studies, plus 3 Heal, Diplomacy, Intimidate, plus 10 Positive, Negative, and Repair Amplification. Nice. Trinity is the mantle. You may now fight with an unarmed combat style if you were a monk, and may be centered and use key. When you attack with hand wraps or begin falling, you will use the monk class animation instead of your own. Gain plus 15 action boost. Bonus to movement speed. It's kind of nice. You no longer take damage from falling. If you're unbothered by the physical restraints of the world, you may tumble through enemies and are immune to slippery surfaces in most forms of knockdown. I mean, that's a lot better than it was in the first preview. It actually does something other than, like, if you're a monk, you get some stuff out of it. Being able to tumble through enemies, immune to slippery surfaces, most forms of knockdown. Like that. That's good so far. Bones of Spirit. 50 key. Restoring health as if you were affected by the benefits of a heal spell, as well as curing all ability damage, negative levels, and other adverse conditions. Nice if you're not wearing armor. Assuming you're still going to have the same constraint. Let's see. Plus 45 maximum key, plus 6 concentration, and plus 1 passive key generation for enlightenment. Something like, there's something consider similar to that on live right now. I don't remember if it's in the core or where it is in the tree. Let's see. Hail of Blows. Plus 5 offhand strike chance, plus 10% strike through, and plus 3 double strike and double shot. Okay. 2 action points in. Okay, Lotus Blades. You gain select a feat to gain access without meeting its prerequisites. So, choices are deflect arrows, Zen archery with longbows. Longbows for key weapons. You gain the effects of whirling steel strike feat. May use long swords if they are key weapons. Gain the effects of prescient curve feat. And may use sickles as if they were key weapons. Prescient curve. I remember there being a prescient curve feat. This. See if I can find Prescient Curve. That sounds new. Of course, I'm probably not going to find it. Swords to Plowshare, that's the other one that I can think of. So maybe a new feed coming? Question mark? See anything that's that? Alright, well, that's kind of fun. Dance of Flowers. While on the Grandmaster Flowers Destiny Mantle, weapons steal +1 W. It's similar to what it is live. Grandmaster Strikes. Holy cow, 3 choices. Let's see. Drifting Lotus. Melee cleave attack. +3 weapon. +1 critical threat multiplier. 1d6 +5 force damage per character level to all enemies struck. Force damage scales with higher of melee or range power and is doubled versus tainted creatures, so undead, aberrations, and evil outsiders. Key projections. Let's see, for 8 seconds, your basic attacks are replaced by pure key projections that deal 1d6 +6 force damage per character level. Scales with melee or range power, doubled versus tainted creatures. That could be fun, maybe for some boss fights. Orchid Blossom. Let's see. Blossom is released from your palm in a line, exploding when it makes contact, dealing 1d6 +5 force damage per character level. Scales with melee range doubled by taint. Grants 5 ki when used. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so that's kind of similar to the effect that we have now. That's interesting. So, let's see if those get boosted later. Let's see, Calm Before the Storms, +10 spell resistance. No longer automatically fail will saves when you roll a 1. Cool. Let's see, +3 to hit and damage and 25% fire absorption. Kind of fun. +3 to all saving throws. You take 15% less damage while helpless and 25% cold absorption. Here's your helpless damage when you're in the mantle. It tells me those mantles are always gonna, or the helpless damage is always gonna be mantle related. Let's see, +3% dodge chance, +6 max dex bonus with all armor, +25% electric absorption. Nice. +15 hit points and 6 PRR and 25% acid absorption. Wow. So that line right there really kind of makes this maybe a nicer one for tanking. Let's see, 3 sneak attack, and attack and damage, and 50% evil absorption. Cool. Let's see, Delight of Chaos, +3 critical hit confirmation and critical hit damage, and 15% chaos absorption. I'm sensing a theme here all of a sudden. Epic Strike upgrades. Okay, what do we got? Orchid Blossom now attempts to stun all enemies. That was the shooting one. Elemental Projection now also deals bonus elemental damage that matches the monk stance you are in. Deals 1d6 +6 character per damage per character level with the corresponding element. Also leaves a lingering debuff. So fire, each strike with key projection burns away 2% armor class. Stacks up to 5 times. All stacks, the duration for all of these, it stacks 5 times, duration 30 seconds, all stacks drop on expiration. Water washes away 3 MRR. Air is dazes enemies. It was broken by subsequent damage, so it's a little different there. And Earth takes away 3 PRR. And Lotus Blossom now attempts to stun. Interesting. It used to be a trip effect, not a stun effect. And then it lasts. Let's see, stun. The DC is 20 plus highest ability score plus stunning bonuses. Lasts 2 seconds plus 5 seconds per monk form's feat you have, so up to 4 seconds. Okay. That's the wrong one. That's the one we want to look at. So that's a Drifting Lotus advances to a stun. Key Projection does the debuff. I wonder how well these work with weapons, 'cause that would be kind of neat. Kind of the big question there. Let's see, Serenity of Good. So +6 MRR, 3 saves versus enchantments, curses, and illusions, and 15% good absorption. And bypass 15% fortification and 15% law absorption. So that, geez, there's absorption everywhere in this tree. That's kind of fun. Let's see. Beyond the center, +15 MRR cap and 15% force absorption. Cool. While centered, when rolling a 19 or 20 in attack, your critical multiplier is increased by 1. You have to be centered for that one. Scattering of petals. So you and nearby enemies are covered by a swirling cloud of petals for 20 seconds, granting you the effects of Petal Storm and debuffing your enemies with disorienting petals. Storm moves with you, and all enemies and allies enter or leave its effects gain or lose things. Petal Storm buff, you have full base attack bonus. You deal 10% more weapon damage and gain +10 PRR and armor class. Destroying petals debuff. Enemies with this debuff become vulnerable to sneak attacks and lose 100% fortification. Very nice. Elude the Veil. You gain the effects of the elusive target feat, and if you already have it, it instead doubles the chance to proc, as well as 3% dodge and 1% dodge cap. Legendary Fury of Blows, so +3 double strike and double shot, 15% strike through, and 10% offhand strike attack, while dual wielding, including hand wraps, or using a quarterstaff. On a Vorpal, you knock down an enemy for 2 seconds. Knockdown enemies are helpless. Wow, is that? I like this tree. Yeah, that fire monk would be fun. I think any monk is gonna be great. This feels like a great job with this tree so far. It feels a lot better for monk. I've kind of gone back and forth with my monk from Grandmaster Legendary Dreadnought on live, and like this tree for monk, I think, and possibly also for a tank. I like the absorption stuff. That's really nice. That'll really help for, a class that has historically had a lot of problems with MRR and MRR cap. So, great. I like it. Very nice. Well, thanks for hanging out tonight. Hopefully this was helpful for folks. I'll probably have some videos up on DDOcast on YouTube over the next couple of days, just to kind of go through the various reviews and stuff and whatnot. Check us out at DDOcast.com for our weekly news and discussion podcast show. And also check out we play other games and do some tabletop D&D and that kind of fun stuff as well. You can find me on Twitter at DDOcast as well. Thanks for watching.